If your company just launched a consumer app, you have a retention problem. And the solution isn't more push notifications. It's a podcast. The biggest challenge for consumer apps isn't acquisition, it's retention. And retention comes from connection. People stick with products that make them feel like they belong to something bigger than a feature set. A podcast gives your users a place to gather, to hear stories from people like them, and to feel seen by the brand that they're trusting with something personal. NoCD is the perfect example. NoCD is a therapy app for people with OCD. We produce their video podcast. Think about what their audience is dealing with. OCD is isolating. People suffer in silence for years before getting the right diagnosis. The podcast gives those people a space where experts and real patients talk openly about what OCD actually looks like, what treatment involves, and what recovery feels like. For a listener who's been struggling alone, hearing someone else describe their exact experience is transformative. That is not a marketing play. That's a lifeline. And it makes NoCD the center of a community and not just an app on someone's phone. It's not just mental health. If you have a fintech app, your users are anxious about money. Give them a show that makes finance less scary. If you have a fitness app, your users want motivation and connection. If you have an education platform, your users want to learn from the best. The podcast becomes the human layer on top of the technology. It turns users into community members, and community members don't churn. If you've built an app and you're spending everything on paid acquisition while ignoring community, you're filling a leaky bucket. A podcast is the plug. Gives users a reason to care about your brand beyond the product. That is what we build.